Good, rolling.
All right, in case you guys didn't know, on rat rods, the bigger your headlights are, apparently the bigger your dick is. So I went and bought the biggest ones I have, hoping that Mother Nature would bless me a little bit.
Alright, welcome back to Jessie's Performance. We hope y'all enjoyed our last video. We hired Reese, this really great camera guy, and he's gotten some amazing footage. We're really excited about how our channel kind of looks like a TV show now, so we're really excited about it. We had to get him back in to record since Jessie and Kyle have been pumping things out on this Model A project. So first of all, let's talk about what we're gonna call the car. It really isn't a Model A. We don't exactly know what year it is. We don't know for sure if it's a 34 or what it is. The title is a builder title. It's listed as a 2020. It's got this weird VIN number. So we've been calling it the rat rod, but it really isn't a rat rod either. Rat rods tend to have like skulls and spider webs and stuff like that. And this just really isn't a rat rod. The only rat rod thing about it's the body. So Jessie wants to call it O. Henry, like O. Henry Ford, but like the candy bar O. Henry. I just can't get in on that. So I don't know what to call it anymore. I've been calling it the Rat Rod Model A project. I don't know. The Sketchmobile. I don't know. What's your guys' ideas? It'd be great to get some ideas from you guys. So anyways, we have done a ton of work on it. It's really coming along great. It's unlike the Trans Am cooperating really well. So that's been a huge relief for everybody working on it and everything involved. So the days are counting down to LS Fest. I never know how many days exactly it is. Maybe I'll post a date right here when I edit. But anyways, let's go check out, see what they've done and see how the car's looking now. Here we go.
We got a level and a tape measure. That's it. Like literally, none of this has been wrote on paper. None of this has been CAD drawn. None of this has been none of that. It's been just me and Kyle and shooting from the hip. And
schematics are not available. For those who are wanting schematics, I'm sorry, we don't do schematics here.
No plans. We don't have any of that. This is just like, I mean, we built this, literally this bar right here. We built it. And then we turned it around backwards from how we built it for the car because it looked better that way. And it fit better that way. So that's what we did. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, let's draw this out and build the plan and measure it. No. No, it's like, fuck, grab some tubing, get the bender out here. Let's roll. When I'm building my own stuff, I like getting creative like that because that's how we learn what works and what doesn't work and what fits, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's none of this is, there's no manual. You can't go on YouTube and someone's gonna tell you how to build an all-wheel drive rat rod. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all just like how we want to make it work, how we want to skin this cat. The biggest part for me was not building myself into a corner where we have it all built and then, oh man, how are we going to get the steering working? Or man, hopefully we don't break the diff because how are we going to get that thing out of there because it's all welded into a big cage. So that's why the K-member came to be, how the frame rails came to be. The engine mounts are completely removable out of the way. So if we have to work on this motor, literally we could pull this motor in the pits in probably 15 minutes. I wanted all the race car-ness of this and the workability of this to stay how it would be if it was a race car. Because essentially that's what it is. And we're gonna, I mean, I'm telling you, like, we are gonna like Gymkhana Ken Block send this thing in front of our business here. Like, we're not, like, I am not even kidding. Like, this thing is just gonna rip. Woo-hoo! We're probably gonna go through 3 sets of tires before we ever put it on a trailer to go anywhere, hopefully.
Hopefully not, if we can't get any. Tires are hard to get right now.
We'll just have to put some Linglongs on there. Put some Linglong tires and some spare wheels on there and send it. We'll save the good ones for when we need them.
I love it.
All right. One of the obstacles of building this thing to be all-wheel drive on paper has always been the suspension, obviously. We got to keep this working with axles going through it. So when I figured out the C6 bearings have splines in them for the rear axles, they use the same bearings. That was a no-brainer. So we bought all Corvette suspension, as we talked about before. And this is what it looks like mounted. It's all custom bracketry to mount it because none of the factory Corvette stuff, K-member stuff, would have worked with trying to put a front differential in here. Basically, it's all 1/4-inch steel tabs TIG welded to the molly, upper and lower. The lower is tied into the K member and into the frame, so it should, the way it all ties together, it's like taken apart, it's all flimsy, but once you put it together, it makes it really strong. These are the headlights we're gonna use. They're really cool, they're old. I'm actually gonna try and put a LED pod or some sort of LED light in here, because these old bulbs that they had just are not gonna do it for me. They do make this glass aftermarket, I found out. It's like $100 for a pair. So I might just buy the aftermarket glass just in case something happens, because I'm sure these old original lenses are worth a lot of money. Because these headlights are very expensive.
It'd be cool if it had yellow bulbs.
Until you're trying to see something.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Because of all the night driving you're going to do in this thing?
Right, that's my thought.
Cool.
Can you imagine the blind spots at night?
Yo, you're gonna... it's gonna be like 10 o'clock at night, we're gonna be here working, you're gonna fire this thing up and drive it home.
I don't doubt that.
He will too.
I'll be checking my valve lash at the gas station, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. Well, good news is I welded this cage up so I can use it to hang on to while trying to get in this thing. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Hopefully this thing's never on fire and I have to like bail. I'm on fire! With the race car theme in mind and safety in mind, went ahead and bought a Kirky full containment seat for the driver portion. We do have a Kirky padded seat for the passenger. It's not a full containment because, I mean, safety third for the passenger. Safety first! We finished the cage out. It's all TIG welded chrome moly in here. Trying to keep the weight off this thing so we can make it faster. Aluminum dash. I'm really excited about that because it's not a real race car, it's not an aluminum dash. We have provisions for the Holley screen here. We're gonna wait to mount that until we got the steering set up and the seats mounted. We're gonna move the pedals 2 inches out of the firewall. That way we can like really stretch my legs out. And if you see, like, it's actually gonna be super comfortable to drive. Once we get the floor in and the pedals in and everything, this thing's gonna be really comfortable to drive. Now, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to see. I'm blind! Especially since I put a couple of extra blind spots on the seat, but it'll be okay.
Stay tuned for another update on the Model A. Obviously, we are moving along really quickly and we will have lots of updates on it. And thank you to everybody for your support who shared the content. We really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, and thanks for watching.
What do you think, Stacie? You got enough room?
Yeah, I love it.
You can't look in my eyes, so you can't see if I'm scared or not. That might be a sense of relief for the passenger. If the driver's not scared, the passenger should be less scared.
I don't usually get scared with you when I'm in the passenger seat. I have a lot of faith in your driving. You're like the best driver I've ever met, and I'm not just saying that to
Whatever.
make you feel good.
She's blowing up my bubble.
No,
Yeah.
no. For real,
It's already pretty big. You better be careful with the bus.
When we had the drift car, I never really like, I mean, you're just like kind of hanging out. It's fun. It's fun.
So I've been asked to put a holy shit handle in here.
Where, like here?
That's exactly what I was thinking, see?
I think like in Jeeps.
In like Razors, they have like the handlebars.
Yeah.
You think?
Do it.
Do it?
Yeah. I'll use it.
Cool. Can't be just regular bar. It's got to be something neat.
Like what?
I don't know.
I'm gonna make it a dildo.
Perfect.
That way, like
Yeah,
we know
That's
what
some
kind of-
commitment. That's some commitment.
Yeah. like if you feel the need to hang on, you're hanging on to a big old dildo.
I'm gonna need to hang on to this.
Well, you're gonna.
Make sure you pick it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure to kiss your hands.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea because I mean it is gonna be kind of like, but the seat's good. I mean the seat's.
Yeah, it's a little big, but we got a big guy friendly.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, hopefully. I mean.
Well, the thing is, the pad will compress, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's 17 inches wide. That's a huge seat in small guy terms. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they
Like-
make these like in 20s. Or
yeah, they got
something, don't
20s, but like we're running out of room between the door and the transmission tunnel.
Yeah.
That's why the 17 was as big as we could go.
Did you have Dave sitting here yet?
If Dave needs to ride the seat, we're gonna take the seat out. I better get a bigger dildo, huh? For the handle for
Yeah,
him.
like swap it out. No, Dave,
Yeah.
you can't get in just yet.
That's what we'll do. So, for those that don't know, Dave is one of our buddies. He's a really big guy. He's an oil field guy, but he's really big. Like he's not fat.
He's just
Well,
big.
he's fat, but he's also like
Tall
6'7". So he's got girth that comes with him naturally.
Yeah, I don't think he'll fit in here. I mean, he's gonna be over on your side.
No, see all this stuff right here? This is to protect me from you. as a passenger. So,
Well, we'll just have to see, I guess.
yeah, the seat's gonna go up a little bit more. Seat's gonna have to go up a little bit more.
So there will be nothing on the dash here.
So the Holley's gonna be mounted on the dash itself, I think.
Here, right?
No, the Dominator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Oh,
computer.
the
Yeah, I
computer.
think that'd be really cool because like in the NASCARs and race car stuff, they all have the ignition stuff up on the dash.
Is Jolt doing some like?
Yeah, but
fuel
that'll be
pump
here.
switchy stuff? Okay.
That'll be up here.
Okay.
Yeah, Jolt's hooking us up.
Jolt Systems.
There you go. Drop a line for Jolt.
Drop a line for Jolt.
You covered the bar, like what the material is going to be for the bar, so I think that was the most important part. So.
Yeah. The dildo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Was that what you were most concerned about? It's
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if it's gonna be structurally sound.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dildo, and you're like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, I was like,
Checks the box.
What can you hang on to?
Yeah.
That's what you can hang on to.
Yeah. I'd hate to get into a wreck with a dildo handlebar in here. My luck, it'd be. This thing would be a wrinkled beer can. I'd have this dildo laying across my face with it. A joke would be on me.
The track tech comes up there and they're like, what is going on?
They're like, we're gonna give you a moment, sir. I'm like, get it off my face. So. All right.
Okay, let's get out of here.